live when that circle, I just told you, that circle stop. Yeah, I usually go. That means the camera's going. I need to get my phone and start sharing it. Go to the Urban Solution. There you go, right there. Urban Solution radio page.
Look at me being nosy. I was probably looking at your phone.
There y'all go. Here go y'all mic. Have a great show.
You know it.
Thank you.
Let me turn this around. So, yeah. You know what this is. This is the brand new Sunday show, and what we call this is
The Truth.
The Truth.
Don't forget the D-A.
You know, because ain't nothing proper about this.
Come on. It's like he's reading my mind.
Right. Oh, we're on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? So this is The Truth. You know, with Miss Apple Pie, Ashley,
Pockets.
Apple Pie
Yes.
Pockets.
With the S, don't
Pie.
forget it, because, you know, when you cash out me, you have to remember there's an S on the end.
Okay.
Because there's two of them out there.
Make two.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to close on my other cash app.
Okay. Oh, guys, gotcha.
Some people are sending money to the wrong one, so we got to get you to the S.
Right. No, the right one. So please send your money to the right one. You know what I'm saying? Because that'd be detrimental to your bank account.
Come on. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to here. But
Hey,
no broke. It's like,
if you want to.
I'm just saying. You know,
If you want to send the money.
it would be nice for donations.
And speaking of which, you know, if I gotta unbutton another button right here, my cash out is
You never know. OnlyFans got a lot of demand.
On
You can
Point
do anything
Pro.
want
You
on
know,
there.
just please send me your money. You know what I'm saying? I'll unbutton another button for some money. It ain't no thing.
We are not turning down gifts around
No.
here.
This is what we do. And let's set it up because this is a brand new show. You know, thank you for joining the team. Thank you.
I'm so nervous, y'all.
What?
But it's nerves of excitement.
Good.
I'm honored to be here.
That's what's up.
It's been, a couple years in the making?
Yeah.
It's been a while in the making.
We've been
so-
after this one.
You don't have to do that to me up here because my upper lip starts sweating and I start getting nervous. But we have good chemistry. He came and did a segment on the show that I created with some other people before, and it was a very, very good show. It was, successful, and the chemistry was there, like I said. So I wanted to come and do something here, but the timing was just not. It wasn't right.
It'd be like
so
that.
everything happens in perfect timing.
Right.
It is an honor to be here amongst the Urban Solutions family. All the accomplishments they've done, I can hopefully stick something in the resume there.
Oh man.
A small little crumb, a spare crumb.
Oh no! You've added tremendously just by being here, and we appreciate it. You know.
Yes. So this is my co-host Kendall.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all recognize me?
Of course.
You know, I try to do a little bit of everything out here. You know, I'm everywhere. I do everything. Yeah.
He's so modest.
Yeah.
He's got his own show going on out here. He's producing movies and writing and directing.
Yeah.
Doing a lot out here. Wearing many hats. So I'm glad to have him here to take the time to co-host with me.
Oh, absolutely.
And show me the ropes, and then also kick off, the new kind of like topics that are going on in the show.
The truth.
The truth. People are asking what's the topics about the truth.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna get to the truth. Because that's what you're here for. The name of the show is called The Truth, so we're gonna get to the truth.
Amen. So, going a little bit more into the show, I'm hoping that we can get a lot of feedback about what you'd like to see, but it'll start off with some interviews with people. We want to kind of connect with all walks of life in the community. So, people from doctors, congressmen, to influencers on Instagram and TikTok, to community organizers that are, making an imprint and leaving legacies on the community. I am very pro-Black, not leaving anyone out of the conversation. I love them all, love every race and culture, but I'm very pro-Black, so I'd love to see people who can help improve the African American community, therapists, anybody who wants to come down and be interviewed and talk and share their story and connect with the public. People connect with people who tell their story. And so it's not just people up here talking about what's new, what's popping on Instagram and TikTok. You're really getting deep interviews about who people are.
Right.
And then hopefully we can play around with like questions from Facebook, things you want to know. Maybe you can ask the guest questions depending on who we have on here. We could have a football player on here, the president on here.
Anybody.
And you get opportunity to interact with them and ask them questions. So
That's dope. I love that.
that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh no, we gonna pull it off. We gonna accomplish it. We've spoken into the air, and it's done.
Yes, it's done.
We're gonna have an amazing show.
Yes, and his name.
There it is. There it is. Pastor Collection played around on that.
Okay. Remember the Cash Apps. Okay,
Yeah,
our
that's
names.
That's the collection plate. Get it going. That's all I'm saying. But no, so like she said, we're gonna be interviewing people that we normally don't interview on this show. So that's what's gonna make it different and unique. So the Sunday show, The Truth, with Miss Apple Pie Pockets and myself, we will be interviewing all the people who are influential in the community, and we want to have that outreach. We want to have that support of the community because that's what we do it for. This is Urban Solutions, and we have solutions for the urban community.
Come on. And you can't have no more, solutions than the truth.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the truth. We got so much misinformation out there.
No, you need the truth.
So much fake stuff on the Instagram,
fake
and the
news
internet,
and all that.
Fake
No,
news, alternative facts.
Come on now.
We're trying to come with the truth.
We got to eliminate all that because the truth is what everybody needs, whether it's good for you or whether it's bad for you. The truth is the truth.
Exactly.
No matter how you slice it. Truth hurts sometimes.
And I love how you said that it can be good for you too, because we talk about how the truth hurts, but it can also be good for you. You can give truth and love. You can give kind words. You can learn how to communicate healthy and effectively. Not everybody needs it harsh. And we'll touch later on that in different guests that we interview and different subjects, because a lot of the Black community is used to receiving information harshly, and that's how we are supposed to can be conditioned to accept it. But you can give love and enlightenment and interaction and physical touch and stuff like that to give you the truth.
That's crazy because I was kind of having that same conversation earlier as far as like people, you got to be able to distinguish from criticism and constructive criticism.
Very much so.
Because some people, they'll tell you something trying to build you up, and you got to be able to have that strong mindset to know the difference. Because some people will tell you something trying to tear you down way.
Yes.
And it happens all the time. That passive aggressive things, be on the lookout for that.
People in your own circle.
That's where it comes from.
It's supposed to be building you up and tell you something that sounds good, but really has like the underlying meaning.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate because we have to deal with that crabs in a barrel type of mentality out here in Seattle a lot.
Man, that's in the community. That's in the community from all over the nation.
Yeah.
All African Americans, and I think all minorities coming into the U.S. have to deal with a crab mentality because it's not made for us.
Right. Well, and then that's why I'm thankful that we have this platform with this show, because we can explore that. We can have a guest on here that we can explore that subject and get to the roots of it, and somebody's gonna learn from it because we will have the topic and discussion, and somebody's gonna get some, even if it's just me.
Absolutely.
Somebody gonna learn something from it.
Absolutely. That is the intent. It's entertainment, clever, witty, but we want you to learn something at least from it at the end of the day. So it's not just another podcast out there.
No, it's not. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get to a little.
My favorite part.
We're gonna get to know each other a little bit. So we're gonna kind of do this thing where we interview each other a little bit.
Since it's an interview show, we're gonna start off the first interview with us.
Right. Who better? Because we're so interesting and we're so unique and diverse and dynamic and spectacular and extraordinary and all that, all the positive.
You're like my DJ Khaled. I love that. My encourager.
I'll take it. I'll take it. That. Because people try to make funny memes about him, but at the same time, that's a positive dude.
Everybody needs a DJ Khaled in their life.
Come on now.
Yes, to lift them up. Like that's dope right there.
And I'll be that dude.
Yeah.
Because I the negative is too easy.
Yes.
It's too easy. So you have to always be able to seek out the positive.
Yes.
Because the negative is gonna be there. That's a guaranteed thing. So, you know,
I
to
love
all
that.
my people, seek out the positive.
Absolutely.
And so let's get to it, because I know my people, they want to get to know Miss Apple Pie Pockets.
So we're gonna like ask like 5 or 6 questions
Mhm.
to each other a piece, and I have like a few questions written down that I'm gonna ask him, and then
Okay.
he's gonna ask me. But it's gonna be questions that'll be like some we probably wouldn't tell or talk about normally to
Okay.
give you some insight on us.
Okay.
So
And I have no idea what she's gonna ask either. I have no idea what she's gonna, and she has no idea what I'm gonna ask. I don't know what I'm
We
gonna
didn't
ask.
talk about it for the show, but we did promise to tell the truth. So-
Right, because it's called the truth, and I said, hey, I want all the smoke.
Okay. Man, it's
I
hot
want
in
it.
here. It's
Yeah,
hot in
yeah.
here now.
Right.
Okay. So you want me to go first?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, shit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We can cuss too, right?
Shit, we can't cuss in this motherfucker, girl. No, cut that shit out.
No, that's right. You know, I gotta remember.
No, we can't cuss in this bitch. No.
Yes. Okay, good. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first question
Okay.
is
Okay.
top 5 hip hop artists out right now to you. Right now in the current generation.
Current generation.
Yes.
That's a hard
It
one.
is.
I didn't expect that.
I know.
I didn't expect that at all.
Makes you kind of think a little bit.
Well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna put it like this. We and this is gonna be a kind of wraparound. It's almost gonna sound like a cheesy self promotion.
Okay.
But on the Wednesday show,
Okay.
we listen to a lot of music. And a lot of people send their music into urban.solutionfm@gmail.com.
Amen. I like that.
And so, what you can do is, matter of fact, you can send your music, if you want to have your music played on our station, send your music in MP3 form to urban.solutionfm@gmail.com and we'll play it for you. But we do get a lot of music sent in to us that we play on the Wednesday show when my co-host
wow.
Miss Melissa Jones, right? So I get the opportunity to hear a lot of music, and it's not necessarily the mainstream artists
Yeah.
that I'm in tune with. It's more so on the local level, the behind the scenes, the underground.
Yeah.
So man, top 5. You know, I have the personal pleasure of knowing my top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I
So
didn't know this about you guys.
so check this out.
That's insane.
Right. So
Okay.
my top 5 is my guy Trey Black.
Trey Black.
Trey Black.
Trey Black, you're in the top 5 spot.
He that dude I don't know if he understands how great he is, but he's one of those dudes.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So I got my guy Trey Black. I got my guy Young Rock.
Okay.
Young Rock, because, and matter of fact, he represents to me more so the younger generation because he has a newer sound.
Yeah.
And let me see who else I got. You know what? I'm gonna say still doing their thing as far as legendary status. My guy Kevin Gardner. You know, because
Kevin Gardner?
yeah, he's still out here doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Even tapping into the young generation to
Right,
music and
right.
stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that. That's what's up.
he transcends over the generations. That's what I really appreciate about him.
Okay.
And as far as his artistry
Didn't
goes,
expect this for the top 5. I'm getting
yeah,
super enlightened and educated right now.
and you know what? that's 3. Let me get back to you on the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put my guy Jay King in there
Jay
from
King.
Zooty Gang.
You know I love him.
He's dope.
And you know I agree with you 100%. He's
He's
somebody
dope.
I have listened to his music.
Right.
I've seen his artistry. Like
Right.
he does his videos and stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout out to, okay, I like that. Good.
Yeah. Shout out to my guy Jay King. So I'm gonna have to reverse the question on you then.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, because I know you.
wasn't prepared.
Of course you wasn't.
Oh snap! Okay,
No,
my
no,
top
you
5
know-
artists,
Yeah, I mean, do you have a top 5?
like hip hop.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
either. Oh, I didn't even
I'm
think
so
about
old.
it.
You know I have top 5 artists, but like
Hip hop, it don't matter. It
Okay.
don't matter.
so like my top 5 artists, like
Mhm.
I'll probably say like that I'm playing right now. Chris Brown's always gonna be one of my top 5 artists.
Mhm.
He's just undisputed. regardless of.
Amazing performer.
Man, amazing artist, performer, writer, songwriter, graffiti artist, cartoonist, anime, and everything.
Oh, okay.
So, I would say, not in any particular order, but yes, Chris Brown,
Okay.
Lil Baby. I can't get him out of my playlist. He's everywhere. Like, and so
Yeah.
if you really listen to some of the stuff that he's saying, like, with the younger generation, he's kind of infusing a little bit of like
He's flooding them.
Pac, Biggie, and still trying to stay extremely current. I'm not saying he is a Pac or a Biggie at all, but he still was saying, like, in some
I
of
can
his
see that.
songs talking about police brutality and racism and just touching on different subjects that a lot of the newer rappers are not.
Right.
He's not afraid to go conscious and not also go mainstream with his consciousness.
I love that.
So I do respect him on that.
Mhm.
Another artist of mine that I'm in love with, Megan Thee Stallion.
Hey.
Like my tongue can't stay in my mouth. Like I love you. Like, and then also I think for her in specific, not only does her music represent something for me personally, because I'm 5'9", thick, criticize, scrutinize and all these other kind of things all of our life. So now she's very proud of what body she has. So she represents like a certain lane for women that are kind of built like her. But also she writes all her own stuff, and she's very, very good with her wordplay. Like her mom influenced her. She was a rapper, just very, very talented. Like that girl can freestyle some men under the bus.
Right.
So, yes, I am a Megan Thee Stallion fan, and I will argue you in comments. But and then two more. New ones? One more new one. I'm trying to think. One more new one, because the music is so bad. It's like
Well, that's kind of how I was. Yeah.
one more new one. I have to get back to you on that one too. Then
Get back to me on
I'll
it.
get
I'm
back
not
to
even
you on
gonna.
that
I'm
one,
not
too.
even gonna reverse any more questions on you. I'm gonna let you just
because
rapid fire.
and
I'm gonna let you
I,
rapid
since
fire on me.
I would be so much more faster if I didn't, tap the chronic before I came here. So my thoughts are not all gathered and ready for the
Man.
reverse.
No, okay.
I'm ready for the unexpected, but the reverse wasn't part of them.
Oh no, okay, yeah, okay. I ain't gonna do you like that.
Okay, now I got one for you.
Okay.
Okay. So where are you originally from? Where are you from?
Originally I'm from I'm originally from Louisiana, New Orleans, by way of Los Angeles.
Amazing.
So I was born in Louisiana, and then we moved to Los Angeles when I was young. So I went to like first grade or some shit like that in Los Angeles, and kind of grew up there. Then I moved out to here to LA in like 5th, 6th grade or something like that, and pretty much been out here since.
Look at that.
Yeah, so
like West Coast, Southern kind of mix.
Yeah.
So do you still have Southern influences where you cook Southern food? And
Well, I go back all the time, and I love good Southern food. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like that.
nothing like it.
And you can't really find that out here. I don't know. Unless I'm wrong, somebody, if y'all watching this and y'all know a good Southern spot that's worth it, let me know.
Yes, that's the key to it. That's
Do you know
worth it.
somewhere?
No.
Okay, yeah.
They took all the seasoning out of the Southern spots that have been around here. So like,
that's the key to it.
And I know some like Caribbean soul spots, jerk chicken spots and stuff like that. Actually, there is a Southern spot.
Where?
It's called Little Red's Market or something.
I never heard
It's
of it.
in the South, and there used to be a butcher. It's by the Dairy Queen, by the Dairy Gold, by the Safeway in the South End.
Oh,
There used to be a
down
meat
there by
butcher.
Genesee?
Yes. They're right around the Azales area, Walgreens kind of area.
Oh, okay.
And
I know the area. I
think they're
don't
called
know
Little
the
Reds,
spot
but
though.
I can say that was probably the most firest gumbo. With
Gumbo?
sausage. I had grits. I'm
That
sorry.
sounds
It was
delicious.
cheesy grits
That
with
sounds-
sausage in it. Ooh, and we're not going to go into the debate of cheese and sugar going in grits. But
We had that
for
debate
mine-
on the Wednesday show.
Really?
Yeah, we just
Why
had that
did
debate.
Oh my!
We had it was
I must have missed that part.
sugar or salt and grits or spaghetti.
Yeah, I must have missed that part because we're putting salt and we're putting cheese in my grits, baby.
Thank you.
Make my grits and
See, you make
cheesy,
sense.
baby.
That makes sense to me. I understand that. I get it. It makes sense.
And I'm not even knocking the sugar part. It's when I'm in the mood for it. I might make me some sugar grits. I like them both.
Look, I'm gonna admit somebody didn't tell me. It's almost like slipping a roofie. They roofied me some sugar in my.
Sue them now.
Yeah, they roofied me some sugar in my spaghetti, and I was like, at first bite, I was like, this don't taste the same.
I know it'll shock your taste buds.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was like, I
do you get it? Do you understand it?
I get it, but no.
Oh,
No.
almost was there, but no cigar.
No.
Man, I get both, so I'm not even knocking both. So that's a good little spot. They got good seasoning, good chicken, the jerk chicken, everything. I had plantain waffles and jerk chicken. It was all fire.
I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I was hungry earlier too.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have to get something to eat after here.
Right. I'll tear something up right now. What you got? What else?
Life of high people.
What else you got for me?
I do got a couple more questions.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Cause now I'm hungry. I really am. I'm hungry now.
Oh, shit. So this one you're gonna love.
Okay.
So, what did you always want to be when you grew up?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hit you with the critical thinking, right?
Nobody's ever asked me that.
Come on.
And I'm kind of gonna have to reveal the nerd in me.
Yes.
I kind of, because this is called the truth, right?
The truth.
Okay.
I want to know it.
I always wanted to be, growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be a scientist. Always.
I'm flabbergasted. Really?
Yes.
That's hella dope.
And I say reveal the nerd in me because like I'll leave from here. Like I'll be turning up at Urban Solutions. Hey, yeah, let's drink, let's kick it. Hey, what we about to do? Yeah, let's do that. I'll leave from here and get in my car and turn on something scientific.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Never would have guessed that.
Never.
Not that there's not African American black scientists or people that you don't want to grow up to be that, but I never would have guessed that. I thought
quantum physics.
Are we talking about Marvel here?
Yeah.
Like, are we?
Yeah.
I am so.
Yes.
Quantum physics.
Yes.
The Iron Man.
Come
Like,
on now.
That is amazing.
Particles, antimatter, like that. That's why I say that's a really
dope as
interesting
hell.
question
That's
because
dope as hell.
nobody's never asked me that, and that's something that I always kind of kept to myself.
See, I told
You know what I'm saying?
there's 5 or 6
Wow.
questions we're gonna get
The
deep
truth.
here.
The truth.
I want to know the truth.
Okay.
And you never give up on your dreams, people. So if you feel like you still have dreams at what you want to be when you grow up, you want to be a physicist, a scientist,
Right.
we're still looking for that. I work in the lab. We're still looking for scientists every day. We need doctors. We need scientists right now. Like, look it up. You
Well,
have 4,
you know,
7,
the
10
thing about
years
it
to go
is-
to school. You
well,
can do it.
When you're passionate about something, it doesn't seem like work. That's why I love what I do here at Urban Solutions because I'm passionate about what I do.
Yeah.
So for me to go on and study like quantum physics and particles and all that stuff, like that's something I'm really, really passionate about. Like it would never get boring to me.
Right.
Ever.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm studying planets and light years and distances and space and all that
Yeah.
when I leave here. That's a really interesting question.
Yeah.
That's a really
Think
interesting
about
question.
it, you guys. Ask people in your lives and stuff. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Because you know, I the correlation to me is like when you growing up and you're like, oh, I want to be this when I grow up. Like for me, like that's me never losing that kid like
That's
inspiration.
Bingo.
You know,
You're never grown up
there it
until
is.
you're under the ground. Like we're always
Right,
learning.
I
Always
like
keep
that.
your kid inspiration, your
I like
kid
that.
joy. You never get jaded about things. Then it's hard to get bitter when you're looking at things through a kid's lens. So keep your joy. You keep your yes. Yeah, come on now.
This show took an unexpected turn. I really like that question. That was a really, really
We're
good
getting
question.
to be true.
The
It
truth.
doesn't always have to be, it could be really deep sometimes. The truth
Nobody
can be
never,
like-
I've never exposed that on anywhere. That's a really
And
good
these are
question.
conversations I have to myself, so this is why I need a
Right.
podcast, so I can talk to people and not myself all the time.
Oh, girl, I wouldn't got a telescope. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy that looks at the moon.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not playing.
That's an investment. That's amazing. You can teach your kids those things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I love
my
that.
favorite show. My favorite show that I watch is a guilty pleasure. My wife hates it. I watch Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh my God. Still? Like, how many times can you watch it over and over again?
I know every episode.
Really?
I know every
So you're a
episode.
George Lucas fan?
Yes. No. I'm a Gene Roddenberry fan. Star Trek.
Star Trek. Okay.
Gene.
It was Star Wars.
Star
okay,
Wars.
correct me when I'm wrong.
Oh, girl,
it was
you're
the lead.
starting to
Oh my
fight
God,
up
I
in here,
am.
girl.
Please, you guys don't
Star
come
Wars and
I know
Star
the
Trek. Oh
difference.
my God. Oh my God.
I know. I swear, I know the difference. Bow down to the greatness. Okay, I know the difference. May the force be with you.
Oh, all that.
Whatever
Beam
you
me
guys
up,
be saying.
Scotty.
Okay, beam me up. That was William Shatner.
Yep.
Come
William
on.
Shatner.
I told you I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got another question for you coming up here.
Okay.
Let's see. Are you ready for this?
Nope.
You better get
I am
ready.
not.
Okay, cool.
Let's get ready. Okay, I got my
This
game
one's fairly
face
easy.
on. Okay.
This one's not that bad.
Okay.
So, what are you afraid of?
Woo! Not
Everybody
that
else.
bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Like, it could be
Okay.
a phobia, most people, you might not be afraid of anything, but you might be afraid of spiders, or you might,
Nope,
things like that.
Not afraid of
What are
spiders.
you afraid of?
I have one specific fear that I'm always willing to acknowledge because it's always present and there. I have a fear of stagnation.
Wow, that is so deep.
I
didn't expect that.
Yeah, I have a
Of
fear of
stagnation.
not doing nothing.
Jesus, then you got me sitting next to you, my lazy ass. I am one of the most lazy, passive aggressive.
But me too, though. That's
beautiful.
why I try to combat that. I have a fear of how I conduct myself when I'm not being productive.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
good.
So that's
I like that a lot.
That's the one I'm always willing
That's
to
why you're
acknowledge.
always producing something.
Yes.
Always working.
Yes.
I see that in you. So
Yes.
and you produce quality, amazing things. So maybe it's because of that fear.
I have a fear of not producing quality.
Mm.
You know, that's
I
why
see that.
that's why I'm always trying to make sure everything is right. I got the right people for this. This is right. You know, I spend a ton of time behind the scenes.
Perfectionist.
You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, I'm doing so much work, but you will never know that because that's all those secret calls, those secret meetings that I'm doing, trying to connect these dots to this and that. But I do a lot.
Yeah.
I do a lot.
Yep. That's amazing. Good job. I love it. I love it. I love that.
Thank you. Is it my turn
I
or?
know it's not easy. You got one more question.
You got one more?
This
Okay.
one's so easy.
Okay, I'll make it easy.
You're gonna love it.
I like slow balls.
This one's 2 seconds. What is your sign?
Virgo.
You're not a Virgo.
Yes, I am.
You're a Sag.
No, I'm not.
You really just got up here and told me you told me really. You're on the cusp, but you're really.
I'm a Virgo.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take what you want to give. Since we're giving the truth, I'll take what you
You
want to
know,
give.
I on Facebook I have many birthdays. I might have a birthday tonight. You never know. I don't have many birthdays on Facebook, but in actuality,
That's funny.
since this is the truth, my actual birthday is September 14th, 1981.
Really?
Yep.
September 14th, and you are a Virgo. Very
I'm a
much a Virgo.
Very much.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That was all my questions. See, they were harmless, but they made you think.
They made me think. I felt like I was on the couch, exploring all my feelings and
Opening up, getting deep in the truth.
So okay, my turn, right?
Awesome. Yes. Now it's your turn for
Okay.
questions. We got it.
So let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm gonna let you know. I don't.
We gotta get this
Yeah,
working.
you
again.
get it working.
Get
Get it
nervous,
going.
get
Press
nervous.
it 2 more times so where you can
Yeah,
get
to
it.
the extra power. I
Extra,
need
extra power.
strength.
Extra power.
Oh,
No, we gonna start off easy.
I'm
We're gonna
ready.
start
I
off
was
easy.
born ready.
I know how you get down, girl. I know. You ain't telling me nothing. I don't know. We're gonna start off easy though. Where are you from?
Originally, I am from Alaska.
Born?
I was born in Alaska.
Born
I went to
in
school
Alaska.
there. I was kind of like a little raised there a little bit, and then I came down here where my dad's side of the family was. My mom and Dad separated, and she did not want us to be raised without my dad and my dad's side of the family, so we came down here. But I still have a brother, I still have uncles, aunts, cousins, everything back up in Alaska. My brother's never left.
You're the only person I know from Alaska.
Yes. I mean, no, that is, there's a lot of us, but
no, there's
yes,
not.
we are up there. Like,
No.
there's a lot of African Americans up there, and
What?
we don't live in igloos. If you ask me that, we're about to fight at 34, because I'm tired of being asked that all of my life.
So scratch question number 2.
But it's ironic because actually we do a lot of like traditional things. Like my dad did snow sledding
Really?
with dog sledding.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes, my dad also, like during mating season for the mooses, they would come up to your apartments or come up into your land wherever you live, like houses and stuff. They'd be right in your front yard. And during mating
During mating
season,
season.
my dad would chase the bulls, and they'd take pictures of them and stuff, the males. And like they're very dangerous to
That's
do
just
that
not
with.
no. You don't do that shit in
Yeah,
the hood
I'm
out
telling
here.
all my
You know what
dad's
I'm saying?
business. I know, he was up there in the 80s. You do a lot of things when you're bored in Alaska. Because
Right.
there's nothing to do.
Right.
And so during winter, like it's a total blackout for 20 hours of the day.
So that's an actual thing. Though.
Yes. And then during summer, 23 hours of daylight.
Oh,
So
God.
like, yeah, you're chasing bulls. And I mean, chasing mooses and stuff. But the moose meat is fire. So if you ever like know an Alaskan friend,
Moose meat.
moose meat is so
Moose
You know,
meat.
we had grandparents from the South who like game meat, so they get duck and they get deer.
Oh yeah, well down south they eat some wild
So up
shit
north
too.
we eat moose and seal.
Seal. The poor baby seal.
You know what? It's a sustainable thing of life for the natives, and they believe in eating
I bet
every
seal
part
is good though.
of the animal,
Is it-
depending on how you cook it. Sometimes they eat it and it has a real fishy taste, so it depends on if you like fishiness.
Uh-huh.
But depending on how you cook it, it can be very good. But it's their way. Some
You said
of
they got
these-
black folks up there in Alaska?
Yes.
Oh, they seasoning the shit out that seal.
Man, the natives are seasoning it out, seasoning the
See?
shit out of it. Shit,
Come
come
on, man.
on. What did you think they came to the country for?
Ooh wee.
Like they were.
They've been seasoning seal for generations.
They invade us for all the, or invade America for all the goods.
Right.
So,
right. Huh.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I learned sign language when I was a kid because
Really?
we had a deaf student in our
You
class.
still know sign language?
I think I know like a little bit of the alphabet.
You look
Thank
like you're
you.
about to start throwing up gang signs.
That's
what
a
it
bad word, but
looks like. Somebody out there understood it.
nope. I don't throw up gang signs. That is,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
depends. You know, my old days. I'm a reformed gang member.
Oh, okay. I see the red. I see the red on you. I see. I knew
You
something.
have me shut
I knew something was up.
Never. I'm a sweet angel child.
Okay. Okay. So next question. The obvious question.
Yes.
Apple pie pockets.
Is that so obvious? Like, oh my god.
Ashley Apple Pie Pockets. So tell me, there has to be some type of history behind the name. I know, and let's get it right, because when somebody else is gonna ask that when we're doing this show, they're going, Apple Pie Pockets. What is that? And I'm gonna refer them to this moment in this show.
And you can do that, my fellow co-host. You can do that.
Thank you.
Apple pie pockets.
Apple Pie Pockets.
Is like a double entendre. Has a couple different meanings.
Makes me want a hot pocket.
You know, and what's crazy is because it made me want an apple pie pocket when I was high.
Mm.
So I was with my best friend in the line at McDonald's.
Okay.
We were high, and one of our favorite things to do was get apple pies,
Okay.
fries, and a little frosty, like the ice cream.
I see where this is going.
So while we're dipping the fries in the ice cream, I'd like take a bite of the apple pie, and I eat it. And as I was chewing it, I was like, "What will my Instagram name be like? I love apple pies, and I have pockets." And I was like, "Apple pie pocket? That's fucking funny! Apple pie pockets!"
Wait, so you said I have pockets. You mean the pockets on your?
The pockets on my ass and my jeans,
Oh.
like. No way. That's for another show because that's the double entendre part. So yes, there is another part to
That's
it.
the double cheek part.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
for like a real late night. So there's another part to it, but that's the PG version to it. But yeah, apple pie pockets, y'all.
Okay.
Just some high shit.
Apple pie pockets in a McDonald's line. I wouldn't have thought that.
I know. a lot of you out there don't think that, and I'm not even gonna go in there, especially you men. But it's okay. If you wanna.
So I know I'm not the first person to ask that.
No, you're not.
Okay. Okay.
But now you know it's as simple, just like, you know, I'm the only apple pie pockets out there. You know, so if you see even a peaches pocket, a peach cobbler pocket, a blueberry cobbler pocket, if you see any dessert pockets, you know they got that from me. Inbox me. I will be
Right.
serving them.
Right. A cease and desist order shall be coming their way.
Come on.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay. Let me see what else I want to ask you. Let me see. How you feel about Seattle?
Wow, that's a good question. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
Washington State is a beautiful place, but Seattle is just.
It has its ups and downs.
It does have its ups and downs, but it has a separate part from Washington that I appreciate.
Mm.
It's such a mixing pot. It's such a influence in my life and everything that I want to do. I always reference back home. Like as far as moving away from here, I would love to for, you know, a few years to get the culture and the idea of the environment, but this is home.
Right.
Best economy in the country, best public schools in the country, like comparable to paying for a private school somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Like Seattle, honestly, like the people have their ups and downs, but they're some of the most amazing people you'll ever meet. Sometimes you can strike up conversation with people in the subway. You get almost like a little bit of a New York vibe without all of the New York rudeness. You have a cold freeze of Seattle, like people are cold friendly. But when you really crack it open a Seattleite, you learn so much culture. You learn so much history. Have you heard? It's actually
never heard
a
that
dictionary
term.
phrase called
Really?
the Seattle freeze.
Really?
Yes, in the dictionary. Look it up, y'all. It's like apparently Seattle has a very cold friendly, like we can be very friendly. Hi, ask you how your day is, but we're not gonna invite you in our house. You know, say come over and have so.
You know what? I just
Sunday meal
introduced
with my
myself to
neighbor.
my neighbor today.
Really?
You know, yeah. Well, one of my neighbors, yeah.
How long have you guys been neighbors?
Was it about 7 months now?
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. No,
That's
it's
not too
not
bad.
a whole year. You know, it's kind of new, but at the same time, you know, I'm friendly. I'm talkative. I introduce myself to people, but I hadn't introduced myself to this particular gentleman, and just today, you know, I was just, hey, you know, how you doing? You know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, you took the opportunity to do it, but it took you, you know, 7 months. You know, in other states, people just run right over with a dish.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hi, neighbor.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and
true.
here, Seattle,
No.
people who are transplants, you know, from other places, they say that about Seattle. Like, people will make
I
plans
can
with
see
you and
that.
flake, you know, things like that.
But that's almost like the norm out here.
Yeah.
Look, I have people that like I said, I like to set up a lot of different things and try to connect the dots on a lot of different things. But I have people that'll flake on me, and then they'll contact me later, like it's all good, like.
And pick up like we left off.
Like we left out, like you don't remember I don't operate like that. You
See,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
because you have such a blended background from the South and from LA.
Right.
And like I have friends who are in LA. I've traveled to LA often. Recently
Right.
I was down there, and like you really kind of come through what you say. So
Right.
you know your word is your bond. So you're setting up an event, you're marketing, or doing business with people, or just being friends with people. You know, you kind of follow through what you're gonna say.
Man, I've had that, especially somebody that's always trying to do something. Like you get somebody like trying, like, come on, let's be a part of it. Let's build this. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Man, people will flake on you in a heartbeat. Then this be the coldest part. Like they'll flake on you, and then they'll project an image or a title on you that you're not even worthy of. You don't even deserve. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Come on,
Right.
don't do that to me.
Yeah, I can see that. Not a lot of accountability. I can
Yeah.
see that. There are pros and cons to Seattle when you travel. That's why it's a beautiful thing to travel and to get cultured around different countries, states. You kind of see, you come back home and it almost changes your perspective to grow and be a better person. And so like I'll get a lot from people who are not from here.
Mhm.
They'll be like, you're not from here. I can tell you're not from here. you're such a people person.
Right.
You know, you're such a person that kind of shows up. So I try my best, but there's only 24 hours in a day. You can only, you know, see so many people try to
Come on now.
do so much. So you try to make it to everyone, but
Protect your mental health. I know that.
I know that's right. And
Man.
I'm a protector.
Oh,
My phone will go on D&D and I will sleep like a bear.
I
for,
protect my.
hibernate. I think I hibernated the whole COVID.
I protect my mental health with the full armor of God. You know what I'm saying?
In His name.
Yeah, I don't play no games about that because I can't operate unless I'm right in the mind. And
Amen.
come on now.
100%. I agree with you 100%. So I love Seattle. I wouldn't live anywhere else in the world.
I like that.
Yes,
Love it.
I wouldn't raise my kids anywhere else.
So next question. This is a simple one. This is a softball question. Alcohol, light or dark?
Ooh,
And why?
Dang. You know my young fighting days. So
Oh, woo!
I was a 151 girl. That was my favorite.
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Gasoline.
My mom used to say that. She would preach to me. She'd be like, Ashley, no.
No.
Do you know that's what they fill their cars up with?
Yeah.
So no wonder why I'm so ready to go. I'm
Strong
so
enough
angry.
to start an engine, man. Yeah, yeah, that's what that is.
So now maybe I'm more of a tequila,
Mm-hmm.
kind of Casamigos. I'm kind of Reposado, kind of going with the trends,
Okay.
unfortunately, but I like them
No,
because
ain't no wrong
it's a
with it.
very smooth, kind of like, I can be mellow myself. But back in the day, I was a dark girl.
Okay.
Hennessy is a staple for me.
Mm.
I'll drink it now and then, but now I'm more of a light girl.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's certain things I stay away from though. I stay away from gin.
I hate gin.
I almost got arrested off some gin.
That does that to you?
Huh?
Gin makes you sad.
Man, sin. That bumpy face will have me acting a goddamn fool, partner. Look, that's what I almost got arrested off. So that secret was, oh my
What?
God.
Oh, okay. Now I know
I'll
what I
tell
gotta
you.
look out for.
I'll tell you that New Orleans story later.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was in New Orleans too. You get
It-
arrested down there.
look,
You ain't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what that was my thought. So what I'm saying, we telling the truth. Look, I know I'm dark skinned. It was nighttime. I had to take my shirt off and hide in somebody's driveway. Look, I'm not going to jail in New Orleans.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look,
Oh wow. No gin for Kendall, y'all. Any celebrations?
I came back up to Seattle and got arrested. I kid you not. I came right back to Seattle and got arrested not within a week.
Was it on the gin though?
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Lord. Thank God.
It wasn't on that gin.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Seattle's a little bit easier to get out of, but
Not me.
no.
No.
Damn. That should have been one of the questions I should have asked. Would you get arrested? Have you ever been arrested in your lifetime?
Plenty times. Plenty
You'd be
times.
surprised. Me too,
Yeah.
brother.
What?
We have mugshots together.
You? That should have been my
hard.
question.
Like,
What?
Life is hard. I was out here protesting and fighting for the black man. I mean, black
Okay.
woman.
Okay. You socked somebody in the face, right?
No, they said I was enticing a riot against a police officer
What?
and disturbing the peace.
And you're a freedom fighter.
Did I say I was pro-black at the beginning of this?
Okay, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
she
all
said it.
human race. I love you all, but the suppressed and the oppressed is my people. So watch out, we will rule. That's what they say. I'm just saying.
That brings me to my next question.
Minus the mugshot. Like,
That brings me to my next question. Okay, I ain't gonna go that route. Should I even ask this? Okay, I'm gonna ask this. This is called the truth. Have you ever been called a nigger?
woo, man. I think I was just called a nigger last week.
Last week?
And for a parking incident. Like, I think I was
This is
sitting with my
2021.
Come on. And I bet you I was about to
I'll tell you the last person
Wait.
that called me a nigger after your story.
I think he called me a nigger bitch.
Nigger
Because
bitch.
I will say this in fairness,
He's
I
trying to
do
get
have some
creative.
group. Okay, put a little spice to it.
Yeah, that's nice.
He didn't know he was being called a coon back. He didn't know that though, because he didn't know coons have no color, and niggers have no color.
Niggers have no
you
color.
know, and nigger bitches have no color.
I seen
'cause he was
plenty of
one
white
back.
niggers.
Come on. Come on. The way he
Real.
was acting, so I was parked.
Okay.
Behind another truck that had their hazards on.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown by the I think it's like the clock, and you go underground to like a what is that downtown? Right when you enter downtown, next to like a courthouse, but it's that big old clock station, Greyhound station or something.
I don't be on that. I hate downtown.
I can see. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. That clock
Somebody
station.
know.
And I'm sitting there parked behind some truck who's unloading with hazards. And as I'm parked, I have my hazards on, and everyone's going around me to turn into this apartment entrance. I'm not blocking it.
Okay.
And so 2 cars go in just fine, and my sister's running to the Bartels and coming out. And then he's parked behind me, and he's just like honking his horn at me, you know, white guy from California, wherever he's from.
Right.
Amazon Prime, you know, sticking his hand out.
I see the look. I see the
Right.
look. Okay.
You know, not from around here.
Right.
Like, and so he's honking, and, you know, I proceeded to wave my hand, you know, go around.
Mhm.
And as I'm doing that, he's coming up around to me, and he's yelling out at his car, you know, calling me, bitch, you know, what the fuck are you doing, you nigger bitch? And all I know is like a veil, Jesus' hand
Woo!
came over
The
my
Lord.
eyelids and said, close your eyes, my child, I got this.
The Lord.
And I said, God, I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to forgive me for my sins. I'm removing your hand. You
Mm.
punk ass.
Lord.
I just went in on his
Lord. Lord.
Forgive me in the name. But so yeah, that was the incident. But it was very few, far in between. I work in the healthcare system, and I was called a Negro. So
That's not the same. That was
To
not the
me-
same punch.
when it comes from an older gentleman who's born in that era, who is using the word like,
So
and
you know how he's saying it.
he like if you're using the word colored now versus when you're using
Okay.
it
Okay. I
as
see
a
what you're
it's
saying.
60, 70-year-old, you know, you kind of knew what you kind of know the intent you're giving because you were born in that era and you're using it. So, and I was in healthcare, and kind of you expect those things in healthcare. You got people who
Right.
are old, they have dementia. Sometimes they revert back to these things
Right.
unintentionally. Sometimes they are just racist, and sometimes you change their whole view by saving their life. But in this incident, he was about to lose his, because then he got out of his car, you know, and tried to come to my car, and so it was a big fiasco, and I ended up driving off. But long story short, you know, you got people who are not from around here who come up here and think they're better than people. So yes, that was an experience that I was called recently. Yeah.
Okay, let me say 2 quick stories. The last time I was actually called a nigger was I was in downtown Renton. Yeah, this was downtown Renton, and I was driving, and somebody, well, believe it or not, this was a homeless man.
No way.
I kid you not. And he was like, he was looking for change like homeless people do, and I didn't give him any change. And I had my windows down, and I heard him. I drove by, the light turned green. I drove by, he was like, nigger. I said, what?
Just randomly.
I said, what? You just got finished asking me for money.
Wait, are you serious?
I kid you not. I kid you not. It blew my mind.
The audacity.
Ah, man, yeah. But, yeah, that was one. And what was the other? Hold on, what was the other
In
one?
2021, there's still.
There's still people that will call you, like, right to your face.
I don't understand. But now they think that it's supposed to be an insult. They don't know in 2021 it's not anymore, to where people will call you it back, and then they'll beat your ass. And then they might come back and find your grandparents and beat you. Like, we're going in now, so you can't.
Yes.
And legally, some of us in an instance, not enough, are being protected. I agree that it needs to be transformed. We're all being protected, but some people are filing lawsuits and being paid for some of this stuff. There's people being fired. There's actual retribution and consequences for people who are being Karens out there.
So that's, I'm glad you brought that up, because that was the second incident. I was at the ATM, and this guy, I pulled up. I saw a guy just at the ATM, so I pulled up. There was already a car there, and I had waited for about 10 seconds, you know. So I honked my horn just make sure, let him know there's somebody behind you.
Mm-hmm.
This guy gets out his car, comes up to my car, and says, I'm not one of those Karens that you want to be messing with. I said,
Wait,
what?
and this was a homeless person?
No, this was a Caucasian man that said, I am not one of those Karens that you want to be messing with. I said, well, what type of Karen are you?
Is there a type?
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, there's only one type. You know, I said, oh man, look, that was.
Isn't that something?
You talking about you had to call on the law? Man,
I'm so glad we did have another in the jail incident up here.
it could have been.
It could have been.
It could have, because
And
you
justified.
know when you separate from the situation and you like, I could have said this, I should have said that, I would have said this, man, I would have went off on that man for saying, oh, I'm not the type of man. Look, I'm getting riled up thinking about it.
Sometimes that self-check in the moment can be a transforming
It can
matter
be.
for them, because this is a new time and era, a new age.
Right.
Before we couldn't do that. We would be punished,
Right.
penalized
Right.
for speaking out, doing that. So I highly believe in using your voice, using your fist. Maybe not, no?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay, I'll be peaceful.
No.
Using your voice, saying things back, defending yourself, standing up for
I
yourself.
wanted to curse.
But you probably did the right thing, so I won't be a bad angel on your shoulder.
Sometimes I want that bad angel. I
Man,
ain't gonna
don't
lie.
ask me then.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Don't ask me for certain advice, because I'm gonna tell you to do what I would do,
Right.
and that ain't the right thing. So in certain situations, if somebody was to give me advice in my situation, I'm like, please tell me to do the wrong thing, because I'm gonna listen to you.
Because sometimes people telling you to do the right thing, it could happen again. And you kind of want to teach people how to respect you and deal with you.
I don't even know how many questions I asked you.
I don't either.
That might have been 4 or 5. I
That
don't
might
know.
how's that sound to you all? That 4 or 5?
Okay, that might have been 4. Let me ask one more. One more. As a beautiful black queen.
Why, thank you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. 5'9". Have you ever had any issues dating as a taller woman?
Damn, that's a good one. Shit, I'm sweating. I have.
That's my last
Such
question.
a hard world out here.
Yeah, I bet.
When you're tall, I don't know if it's intimidation, but I'm not a person that has super preference on whether you're short or tall.
Mm-hmm.
I've always liked tall men, but I've always seen that tall men like short girls. And so being tall, it was harder. And when they come to me, it's like they play more games or something.
Really?
But yeah, I don't know. I've dated guys who were my height and lower. My last boyfriend was 6'5", so maybe he was the first guy I ever dated that was tall.
Okay.
The boyfriend that I had before that was 5'9" with his Timbs on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The Timbs give you an inch or two. Don't debate me on this because we will go there.
That's the facts.
Yeah.
It's facts.
So yeah, he kind of and some so I don't have a specific preference on height. But I find that being tall, especially being younger. I was tall, I was, kind of awkward, I was kind of curvy with no curves.
I don't even see that. But do you associate that with the mindset of the man, or a weak mentality, or?
Sometimes it has to do with confidence.
Right. Well, that's what I'm
woman.
getting at. Yeah, in the woman. Okay.
Sometimes I do associate that with the man, though, because even when a woman is being confident, sometimes I feel like with tall men, and maybe it's just tall men in general, they have an ego because they know they're more desired because they're tall or something. So they're. It's almost like when men date superficial pretty women. You got to come with something. They don't have much of a personality, so you can't really engage that part. You have to come with something else. So if it's money or if it's something you offer them, it's I don't know.
Are women more attracted to taller guys? Because
I love taller guys. All the women that I know always want somebody who's 6 foot and above.
Okay.
And I'm
I'm not, because I'm not, and I never paid attention to that.
So it must be confidence. And I
Or-
was not confident back then, so maybe it makes.
But I'm not gonna lie, it's not something that I'm ignorant of, but it's just something that it was never relevant to me like that. You know what I'm saying? It never mattered.
That's amazing.
Huh.
Yep. And maybe it's a different stigma for men and women. Because for me, I felt like, you know, it mattered a lot, especially in school. And it was impossible for me
You
to
know
get
what? I'll be honest. I was always attracted to taller women. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Because
Did you go to school up here? That's why you didn't. You didn't go to high school up here, huh?
yeah, I did.
You did?
I did.
Which one?
Renton. I
Oh,
went to
okay.
Renton
I
High
went to
School.
Renton. I went to Garfield.
I
Love
know
Garfield,
plenty.
but
Man, I know
then-
plenty of people that went to Garfield.
That's not
But
fucking-
no, because like I said, that never mattered. Like height never mattered to me. Like because I guess call it confidence. I don't know, but it's just never. It's all a mindset. That's all I.
Right.
It's just a mindset
Right,
thing.
right, absolutely.
I guess.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. Yes.
I'm a giant in my mind.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
height has nothing to do with
I
it.
know. That's right. And I'm a 5'6" honey with brown eyes.
Right.
5'5" with brown eyes in my mind. But I've learned to embrace being tall, regardless if I was
I know
like.
that's right.
It's because I wasn't being approached. I
Mhm.
had issues with being tall and wanted to be
Mm.
short. So as I've gotten older, it doesn't matter who wants me or who doesn't. You know, I started to embrace. I am tall.
Right.
I am an Amazon queen.
No,
A
right.
stallion. I came from a tribe somewhere back when we were
Woo!
running and shit.
Woo!
Come on. And that's why I like Megan Thee Stallion.
Woo!
Come on. And now it's all in to be all tall and be all for the big girls and be all tall. Nuh-uh.
Woo!
If you want to be in somewhere, be in that cash app. It's like, just kidding.
Woo! That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yes, thank you for the questions.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was dope.
That was dope. I feel like we had a good show where we got to know each other. You know,
Yeah.
we got a lot of insight on each other, and hopefully the audience got to know us. And so when we pursue this show and we continue this venture with each other, the audience can get to know why we're answering a certain question or responding to something a particular way.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're from Alaska or you're taller, or female.
Right.
So you know.
Right. Know a little bit about the people you're listening to.
There it
they're
is.
Human. They're relatable. We go through the things you go through.
There it is. There, we just got called niggers just recently.
Like, come
Both.
on. Like racism don't stop, and we're here fighting for you.
Right.
Right.
So it's real. It's real out here. You
It
know
is.
what I'm saying? And so, thank you for tuning in.
Okay, man. Yeah, so that was kind of the meat of it, and we want to wrap it up, you know, with a couple things. So, first and foremost, if you have any type of sponsorship, any type of product you want to send on the show, any type of music that
Right.
you want to send on the show, local music, we want to get you played, we want to listen to it and see what's out there, some non-local. You know, I have Instagram fans that are coming from all over the country.
Right. Oh, we take all that. So if whatever you got, wherever you're from, send your music into our urban.solutionfm@gmail.com. We will love to play it for you. You know, we also got packages for you. We got a green package, we got a black package, we got a red package, but we want you guys to pick up that red package because that's where you're gonna get the most shine for your money. You know what I'm saying? So come sit down. Have an interview. You could have an interview on this platform right here with this lovely young lady
Absolutely.
and myself, and we'll get to know you. We'll promote your business or your what it is you're doing, your service, and we just want to get to know you. We want to put you in the community and support whatever you do, and hopefully you'll do the same for us.
110%.
That's all we're looking for. So subscribe, like, and share everything that we got going down here at Urban Solutions. This is a brand new show. And you see how dope this first one was.
Oh man.
Just getting to know each other, you know.
Yes.
So
we're all kind of getting to know each other on at the same time.
Right. And so
So-
when we have a guest in here, we're going to get to know them on that same level. You know,
Exactly.
very intimate level. Where'd you come from? How'd you do it? You know, what are your influences? All that.
Yes.
We're going to get to it.
Yes.
We're going to get the
absolutely.
truth.
Speaking of intimacy,
Mhm.
getting on the level
Right.
of someone who's doing things out here, I want to touch a little bit on your movie.
Oh.
I love
Yes.
how his mind works, okay?
Yes.
So Absolution
Yes.
was a movie that he produced,
I
directed,
produced it,
wrote.
directed
It's
it,
sold out
wrote it.
AMC, it's sold out in Columbia City.
Sold out twice.
Come
yeah.
on. So yes, I've been following, and I want to kind of touch base on what you did. Like, where
So-
can people find it if they still want to look at it?
So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting my movie on Amazon. So be on the lookout for that on Amazon. And oh man, I got so much in the works right now. It's ridiculous. But that particular project, you know, I want to have a second viewing somewhere in Seattle. So I'm going to start posting that, looking for that soon. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, that's a project that I did during quarantine, and it was so dope. It came out so good.
Yeah.
You know, and I can't be more thankful for the people that participated in it, and I have so much more coming up.
Absolutely.
You know,
I'm kind of interested in what was your idea or inspiration behind it? What made you want to?
you know what, that particular movie was a true story. So it was based on a true story, but I put some elements into it to you know, beef up the drama. But at the same time, the core message of that movie was a true story of it's of me trying to pursue something. The people that I'm dealing with, they don't like that I'm pursuing that, so they try to block it. But at the same time, nothing could block your blessings.
Right.
But so at the same time, I'm struggling, dealing with relationship problems, dealing with industry problems, and dealing with personal problems, because the character in the movie is an alcoholic.
Wow.
You know, yeah. So I'm dealing with all these different issues, and at the same time trying to be there for other people who are in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, not there for myself.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it's
a story that touches home with a lot of people, actually.
Right.
I had a father that was similar to that.
right.
So I really.
I enjoyed
Still-
it. I enjoyed it, and it that project means a lot to me, because at the same time, you know, I have to level up from that, and it just keeps getting better.
Absolutely.
Keeps getting better.
I see the elevation. I wanted to shout that
Yeah.
out.
Thank you.
Because,
Thank you.
you know, people might want to see where it's at now, where they can view it. So we know future,
Mhm.
it might be on Amazon, or it's working to be on Amazon.
I'm working it to put it on Amazon right now, and
Amazing.
you'll be able to. Yeah, I'm gonna post that link everywhere. You ain't gonna be able to miss
Please
it.
do. I can't
got
wait to
you.
share it.
I got
So,
you.
yeah, so are we coming up on the hour?
How long we been
Yeah, I
on?
think so.
An hour and 2 minutes. Yeah.
Bow.
The first show?
Come on.
What?
I don't play around, play no games.
Hey, we had a lot of content though. I did not know a whole hour went by that fast.
Yeah, so that's what we want
Wow.
to do. Keep it about an hour, you
Right.
know, to give you guys some juicy content. Just jam pack it in there for you like a Starburst, like your favorite.
Love some gushers
Okay.
and all that.
Come on, just explode in your brain, your mouth.
Ooh, wait.
So we're just trying to do our little. At least I'm trying to do my part in the community. He already has a show. He's doing his. I'm just trying to catch up.
No, we're a family, so all my accomplishments are your accomplishments, and
Oh,
that's what it
man.
is. So no,
I'll tell you that.
we are, girl, come on, we're a family. We're a family.
Yes, it is a blessing to be a part of the Urban Solutions.
Yes, it's a blessing to have you.
Thank you for letting me express myself,
Mhm.
have an idea, be creative with it, introduce people into the Seattle network, because I have a lot of people that have been trying to tap into Seattle and don't know how. So thank you for giving me this platform. All of
Absolutely.
you guys. You're just
Absolutely.
wonderful and inviting, accepting,
Absolutely. And
encouraging, empowering. I can use all kind of adjectives here, people.
you haven't even got the chicken yet, have you?
Chicken?
Yeah.
There's food?
We be having chicken all
No,
the time,
you
bro.
know I already came to the other one and got food. Now they have catered bomb ass food. Don't even, like, my cousin came here, you guys see the pictures, and she came here, she was dancing with me for like half the little song, Make It Last Forever. You know why she left? She left to go eat. She left me to go eat. And I was in here dancing by myself, hold the bottle, and I was like, where this bitch at? She's in
Right,
there
she
eating
had- she had some
the
tortillas,
fajitas.
yeah,
the
tortillas and shit.
But it was bomb. It was really good. So don't
No,
play around here.
That's the environment that we always try to have. You know, it's a fun family
Yeah.
environment. You come here and let your creative self blossom.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it. And you have a lot of creative minds to sponge off
Oh,
of,
come on now.
to teach you, to mentor you. So I am very blessed and privileged and honored.
Resources and everything. Like you see us this time next year, it's gonna be a whole different building. It's gonna be a whole different atmosphere. It's gonna be a whole different vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Come
You
on.
know?
Come on. Ain't nothing but up from here. And we were gonna have some kind of questions, but we ran a little long with questions to ourselves because we're so interesting up in here.
Right.
So-
Right. Everybody wanna know everything about us. You know
But
what
this
I'm
will
saying?
give you, so if you watch this and you think you have questions, we'll save it for the next show. We'll do like a small segment, about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and we'll have you have questions live. So now this is just you being introduced to me, Apple Pie Pockets, and Kendall, my
Kendall
marvelous
Davis.
co-host. Okay.
You know, so get to know us, get to know the show, get to know the network, get to know Urban Solutions.
Okay, thank you very much.
We love you.
Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.
I'm having a great night already.
Don't let her act shy. Don't let her act shy.
I got this as a gift too. My homegirl gave me that as a gift too. Thank you, girl.
Hey, shout out to Denise Nicole
Shout
on
out
the
to Denise.
cocktail lounge.
Okay, on the cocktail lounge, she gave me a little bottle of rosé to celebrate. Such a sweetheart.
Yeah, what you got? You ain't sipping all that.
I just only have one glass.
That's
I
it.
smoked so much when I got here.
Sweet rosé.
It's sweet. That's nice. That's nicer than the shit I brought last time. I put a little money in the shit I brought last time. This is nice.
Okay.
It goes down smooth.
Hey, well, congratulations. That's
I
for your
know.
first
Thank you
show.
so
That's
much.
dope.
That was dope. You had fun?
I had a great time. I had an amazing time. You know what I'm saying?
Honored,
For the first show, man, we over the time.
I knew it would be just with those questions.
Right, oh,
So
right,
yes,
right. That's why I was like, I can't even reverse the questions because we'll be here 2 hours. I don't want to do. I can't do that.
Oh God, good job!
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so excited. Thank you so much. I like my face hurts, like my cheeks hurt. Like I'm so. It's just. Thank you so much. I can't articulate in words.
Next show.
Yes.
Next show. You got plans for the next show?
Yes, I already have.
Okay.
I was gonna jump into. I was gonna have NACOM, and so I was gonna jump into the transition. So, yes. Kind of like interview Nay, what happened, and I don't know. It depends because I have two people. I have Deontay, who's the NAACP member, who's the chapter of the LBT. He's the first in history and only LGBTQ chapter in the NAACP history.
Okay.
So I was gonna.
Oh.
He's definitely on, but I'm gonna see which weekend because we're gonna do this twice a month. So I'm gonna see. Today's the 18th. I think we'll do one more on the 25th, and it might be her or him. But for her, it'll be kind of like talking about how the show kind of, what happened in the show that separated everything, what kind of where we left off, and then where she's going now, what she's doing because she has a OnlyFans, and she has I think she has a podcast. So then we can she'll air us on her podcast.
That's dope.
And then on her OnlyFans, I'll do pictures with her.
Okay.
And I'll tag Urban Solutions in it.
I can't wait to get into it.
But I was thinking about touching base on that on the show. But I don't know, it depends. If I can get him first, I will talk to him first. He has a lot of things coming up in the community for AIDS, drugs, just anything in Black. Yeah, he's worked with the mayor, he's worked with the governor, he's worked with everybody. So I do want to get him on the show. So yes.
Okay. And he's also a comedian.
Yes, you know.
I know,
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
he's fucking retarded. Yes, I love
He's
my
funny,
cousin.
he's funny,
Yes, he is
he's funny.
funny. Oh, that's so sweet. So yes, well, that'll be a blast. We'll talk. I want to touch base on some of the community work he's done, what the chapter does for the community, so people can be kind of educated on
Okay.
the NAACP and the history. And I want to
That's
touch
what's
base
up.
on certain gay stigmas.
Oh, that'd be dope.
So yes, it's
That'd
going
be
to
dope.
open up some things, and he has some different views. So he's not traditionally he's said things to me where he'd like to speak out on down low men being outed.
Wow.
How he thinks, how he's kind of not really particularly for it because men are they're not ready, but he's also not for extra gay shit. like extra
Flamboyant.
flamboyant shit.
Okay.
Like he supports transsexuals and things like that, but not for the abuse.
Oh,
of-
yeah, that's just a show.
Yes. So he
Okay.
has some kind of controversial gay views, being gay. So I was like, okay, we can tap into somebody, especially because there's homophobia in our community.
Right.
And he brings viewership. He has his own crowd.
Right.
And he can bring some viewers. So, is that
Yeah.
still live?
Yeah.
We're still live.
Let's sign off because we got a lot to talk
No,
about.
no business yet.
So no, we gonna get into it, and we gonna have a dope show for obviously lined up
Absolutely.
for
We have
next
some
time.
things lined up.
So
Yes.
thank you again for being a part of the family, Miss Apple Pie Podcast.
Thank you for having me here, Kendall. Thank you all of the team for having me here.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
hope you guys get home safe to where you're going. I will only have one glass. I'm naturally like this and goofy, so
I had
forgive me.
I'm joking.
Yes.
Don't mind me.
No, it's a
But,
hip-hop affair.
Right.
I'm loving it. Excuse, the shorty shorts. It's hot. It was hot today.
Them the hot girl shorts.
It's the hot. Oh, don't let me turn around. Cash
no,
App
no.
really gonna be on fire. It's like, it's hot outside. Seattle, it's getting hot for Seattle.